folks, this is not your captain speaking. Welcome to the Harbor Hopper. How are we feeling today? Okay, excellent. I'm glad you folks are feeling great, but I should let you know something for the rest of this entire tour. So this boat we are riding on right now, it doesn't run on diesel as you'd imagine. No, it runs on a much more important fuel, and that is your enthusiasm, okay, folks? So how are you feeling today? Excellent, I love that sound. Welcome on board the Harbor Hopper today, folks. I'll be your tour guide. My name is Owen. Now, where'd we go there? There we go. I've lived the HRM for my entire lifetime here in the HRM, except the fall when I went to Toronto in college. And I can't wait to tell you folks of the city I love so near and dear. But first, I want to learn about you folks on board today. Is there anyone on board today who's joining us from outside of North America today? Any hands, any hands. Anyone joining us today from the United States of America on board today? Where from? Colorado, excellent, where from back there? Seattle, excellent, welcome on board folks, yes. Anyone joining us today from outside of the Atlantic? Oh, where from back there? New York? Awesome, welcome on board as well, okay. Anyone joining us today from outside of the Atlantic province of Canada on board today? BC, I heard BC, okay. Where from? Ontario? Where from? Toronto, Ontario, okay. Anyone? We're from Alberta, okay. And I missed back there, and hands I missed back there, okay. Anyone joining us today from PEI, New Brunswick, Newfoundland, Labrador? And hands. Any Nova Scotian locals on board today? Excellent, there we go, excellent, glad to have you, okay. Yeah, there we go, not a speed this time, excellent, welcome on board folks. Now before we kick our tour off here, I'm just going to do a brief land acknowledgement. So folks, today we'll be traveling through Halifax, which is located on the unceded and ancestral territory of the Mi'kmaq people. Now in the Mi'kmaq language, Halifax is referred to as Chibuktuk. That roughly translates to Great Harbor, a title which makes a lot of sense once you see the water portion of our tour today. And although today a lot of the history I'm going through, it is colonial history, it is very important to kick off our tour by acknowledging that is not the only history of the land. And now folks, the boat we're riding on right now, some call it the Harbor Hopper, but it goes by another name as well. That is the Mark V. That stands for Lighter Amphibious Resupply Cargo 5. The 5 is how much weight this boat can hold, and that is 5 tons of weight it can carry. Now these boats were originally created for use in the Vietnam War, and the dead one didn't really know now. They're not green blue with the front frog on the side, there are no seats, and the big difference, there used to be 250 caliber machine guns on both ends of the vessel, which as you can see have been removed in the name of safety. That's when these vehicles were built, about 900 mils, at the cost of $900 million. Do some quick math there, that means you're currently selling a $1 million vessel. Feels pretty nice, doesn't it? And one thing to point out. So folks here in Halifax love the Harbor Hopper. If you're passing by anyone on the street, make sure you say hello to them, wave hello to them. And if you see another Harbor Hopper today on this journey, I want you folks to join in the traditional Harbor Hopper catchphrase of Ribbit, Ribbit. Folks, it comes from our frog mascot. So if you see another Harbor Hopper today on this journey, yell so all of Halifax can hear you. They're very loud and hearty, Ribbit, Ribbit. And actually, what I would say we're doing today, really test that out right now. I want to hear you nice and loud, in 3, in 2, in 1. Ribbit, Ribbit! Excellent, we're collecting naturals already. Now we're back on Halifax to kick our tour off here. Now Halifax as a city has a population of about 450,000 people. Halifax is sometimes called the City of Trees, and the name Halifax is derived from a man named George Montague Dunk, who was the second Earl of Halifax back over in England. There's in fact a pretty large town in Nova Scotia, large in England. There's a Halifax, a Dartmouth, and a Bedford over in England. So folks, we're kicking our tour off here by heading up Prince Street. Here your left-hand side is the new Halifax Convention Center. Now the Convention Center is located on Argyle Street, along with bars and pubs and clubs. And in fact, here in Halifax, we have the second most public club per capita in the Canadian city, just like for St. John's, Newfoundland. And now we're climbing up at Prince Street, and in a few moments we're returning onto Brunswick Street. Now back in 1749, when settlers arrived in Halifax, Halifax was envisioned as a military town. And in fact, the entire city of Halifax is laid out in a military-style grid pattern. So Brunswick Street, which we'll turn on to in just a moment, originally went by the name of Barrack Street, because all of the military barracks that line the street where these soldiers live. And these soldiers started to earn themselves a bit of a reputation. They're very rowdy, making constant violent fights, and eventually their barracks get the nickname of Knock 'em Down Street. Enter left-hand side there is the Halifax Academy building. Now the Halifax Academy building was the first ever school building built here in Halifax, and it's now home to NASCAT, Nova Scotia College of Art and Design. And on the day of the famous Halifax explosion, the students of their classmates for that school building ran to their windows to get over the fire going to Halifax Harbor. Now the teachers in that day, she put lots of work into her lesson plan, so she walked over these windows, closed the heavy curtains in the windows, and ushered students back to their seats to get right back to work. Now a few minutes later, an explosion goes off, and every single window in the nearby Halifax and Dartmouth area completely shattered. So by her closing those heavy curtains, to save the vision and possibly the lives of every student in that classroom. So kids on board today, listen to your teachers. And folks, we just about Halifax Citadel Hill. The Halifax Citadel Hill Natural Historic Site is the #1 most visited natural historic site in all of Canada, built 200 years ago, and still uses the exact same gears that it was built with. Which is why every now and then they're just showing the wrong time today. And to our left-hand side, we're approaching Fort George, really the centerpiece here on Citadel Hill. Now Fort George is home to the Living History exhibit here in Halifax. And the Living History exhibit is a really great way. So for those on board today, if you've never been to Halifax before, and tomorrow at 12 noon here in the city, you hear a very loud bang. The city's not under attack, it is lunchtime. Also, I should point out, if you ever kind of want to relive the Noon Canada experience, the Noon Canada actually has its own Twitter account. Every day at 12 noon exactly, the Noon Canada Twitter account tweets out the word boom. And I'm speaking of cans for a second. As we descend from Citadel Hill here, let's see about St. James Park in London, England. Now, a few ways that you can become a Victorian-style dress today. I will note, though, you can have prominent wedding pictures, but no wedding ceremonies. Here in Halifax, over the years, I've seen many security guards chase people in public gardens trying to have wedding ceremonies. Folks, it is quite a sight. And here to the right-hand side is the main gates of the public gardens there. You may see that when the side entrances of the gate are open for public use. Well, that is because the main center gate was an ice cube took it down. And folks, we turn to Spring Garden Road here. Now, Spring Garden Road got its name from the naturally occurring spring, which is from along here. Now, until 1970, Spring Garden Road was entirely populated by Victorian-style homes running up and down this street. In more recent years, you'll see a lot more different shops, restaurants, and bars. And in fact, Spring Garden Road is the busiest shopping district east of Montreal and north of Boston. On a very busy day here in Halifax, you'll see up to 25,000 people shopping along Spring Garden. And just a second ago, I mentioned how this street is all Victorian-style homes. Well, in a few moments on your left-hand side, you see a large blue house. That'll be the only Victorian-style home that still stands here along Spring Garden. And it is just your left-hand side there. The most famous man-made house here over the years is a man by the name of Harry Houdini. And back in October 9 of 1902, Harry Houdini was here in Halifax for a show of magic and escape art. And the show went super well, and he wanted to celebrate. So Houdini hops through Argyle Street, gets a little too rowdy, and got locked in the city sheriff in the Old Town Jail. The sheriff with 2 guards to watch over him, locked in the cell, and goes home for the night. Then, the very next morning, about 3 or 4 in the morning, the sheriff is woken awake by a phone call. And who is calling him but Harry Houdini? 3, and 2, and excellent work. We won that, obviously. Quite clear.